Today would like to do a piece about the rental market, which currently is quite nuts in terms of the huge mismatch between the demand and what is the available supply of rental properties. On the 5th of October, the BBC on their website did a whole article about the rental situation in the UK as a whole, and they were quoting the fact that in 2019, on average in the UK, there were 6 emails or messages of interest in every rental property that was being marketed. In 2023, that number had jumped to 25 emails or phone calls of interest in a given rental property as an average between what's actually demanded in terms of rental property availability and what is available in terms of actual physical houses and dwellings for people to rent. There's a huge mismatch and it's causing massive problems. In terms of average rents in the UK as a whole now, the average is £1,278 per month. That's a 10% year-on-year increase. If you go to London, it goes beyond even that, where the average is £2,627 and it's been increased, there's an increase of 12% year-on-year. Now, based on Dataloft figures, the average in Wrexham now is £737, an increase of 8% over the course of the year. I would say to you, as someone who's very much closer than Dataloft to the Wrexham market, I think the average now in Wrexham is around £800 per calendar month, and therefore the increase is at least 12% year on year. It's a very, very tough time for both tenants and landlords in terms of increasing costs, but particularly so for tenants or would-be tenants. So these are some of my top tips for those people if you're finding yourself in that position. If you are an existing tenant in a property and you wish to move to another rental property, it sounds common sense, but it's not common practice. Start your search well in advance of your tenancy ending. If you do find a property you like and would like to move into and you're approved for that property, then you can give your notice in on your existing property. Landlords will wait a month notice period for tenants to move into their property. Secondly, and this is a must-do, go to every major web portal, property web portal, and register yourself on the alert system. There is a button which simply says alert. If you click on that, you're able to then use the filters to define your ideal home. 3-bed, semi-detached or detached, and also a budget, what your budget is in terms of your monthly rental payment, what that is going to be. When any agent then uploads a property that fits the profile you've defined in the area you have selected, you will get an instant text message to your phone. That is the earliest possible way in which you can get notification from an agent to say that this particular property has come onto the market. There's also another way, because a lot of agents, ourselves included, will now do what we call sneak peeks on social media. So we put pictures and descriptions on Instagram and Facebook, usually 2 or 3 days before the property is uploaded onto the various property web portals. So the key point here is follow the key agents on their social media. Last but not least, again, common sense, but not always common practice, make sure you know your budget. Make sure that your affordability not only is there in terms of your knowledge, but that you can approve your affordability, because that will fast track you into a position where you can be competing for a rental property.